Hi, my name is Scanlan. I'm here as the way I am because I sustained a traumatic brain injury drinking and driving as a 16-year-old juvenile.
As a young boy, he was very adventurous, very athletic, had a great sense of humor, was totally entertained by his two older sisters, so he learned a lot of his tricks from them.
My life before the accident was definitely a full life. I was going to Plymouth Marsh High School in Plymouth Meeting, and I was involved in many types of sports. I was a fullback. I was involved in wrestling and weightlifting, and I was an outfielder for my high school team. But I also played in a community youth baseball league.
When he was quite young, he used to do Spider-Man tricks, climbing up doorways and doing triple somersaults off of my squareback Volkswagen. At one point, he attempted parachuting with green trash bags off the garage.
My academics were all BA level. I did very well in my classwork.
I would say Jack was a young teenager. He was more interested in athletics and hanging out with his guy friends rather than chasing after girls. He wasn't big on going to dances or mixers or anything like that. It was usually going to a game or hanging out with the guys down at the pizza shop.
My dating prior to the accident was pretty non-existent, only to the fact because I was more into myself and more into improving myself and the way that people thought of me. So I thought that getting into a relationship really would not be a right thing for me to do at the time.
He had a pretty happy childhood.
I had my accident December 10th of 1983. That day, actually, I was going around with my friends at the time, driving around in a car that my mother had gotten on loan while another car was being repaired.
And the car that they loaned me was a Laser, which was a type of sports car at the time. I allowed him to take it out one Friday evening and gave him the usual, be careful, drive within the speed limit, not a bunch of kids in the car, that sort of thing. And I had absolutely no qualms about his being responsible.
I was speeding up a road in Lafayette Hill, and I crossed over the peak of a hill and came down in the oncoming lane with a pickup truck coming right in my face. I hit my steering wheel hard to my left, and just sideswiping the pickup truck, it threw me into a telephone pole on the side of my car. My head was up against my side window, and when it made impact to the telephone pole, my head went through the window
It was an ordinary Friday night. I was at home with my younger daughter, Amy, and the two older girls were off at college. And around 9:45 that Friday evening, the phone rang, and it was the White Marsh Township police calling me and asking me or telling me that I should go to Montgomery Hospital and that there had been an accident. And I can remember asking if Jack were alive, and they wouldn't give me any details. So I had to call around and find somebody to drive me to the hospital, and Amy came with me. And when I got there, it was quite a scene. Jack had 3 other boys in the car with him, and so they were all there. Parents were coming in, and Jack was unconscious, but I can remember that he was vomiting and spastic to some degree. And I wasn't getting very much information, so it was a full night and early morning in the waiting room of the emergency ward with my younger daughter, watching C-SPAN over and over again and hoping that things would be all right. And I made a decision then not to call my other daughters until I had better news. And then Jack's father arrived, and we talked about, what to do next. The neurosurgeon came out and talked to me. And to be perfectly blunt, I was absolutely clueless as to what a traumatic brain injury entailed. And I don't know whether I really absorbed everything that